Just 1 minute. Oh, you mean we didn't record that before? Oh, rats.
Yeah,
Okay, hang on. I'm trying to
and
find.
I was gonna try to. I was like, if I yeah, do you think y'all hit it before?
I don't know.
Okay, well
I,
now we got this
I'm
part.
I'm like, not paying attention. And so um I'm going to give y'all some language and I want you to play around with it. So this week, in fact, Susan, I think we're just going to go into it. I wanted to do it for next week, but I mean, obviously things are working, so I'm going to do it now. Okay, so this is language for you guys to start writing about the things that you want. Okay, I love knowing that my ideal vacation, Dana, this is for you, that my ideal vacation is blah, blah, blah. I love how it feels. Here's another phrase. Now, listen, some of these phrases you're not going to like. They don't align with how you input learning information. All right. I've decided, and more are usually for thinkers. And then it excites me. Write all of these phrases down. I love the idea of, and I'm excited at the thought of, and then I love seeing myself. The point of these phrases, the point of a vision statement is to get the vision to pop into your head like the Great Wall of China. Okay, creation begins in your mind. Think about this, okay? You're hungry for lunch and you're like, I want Mexican. And all of a sudden, there is a Taco Bell on the corner. That Taco Bell has been on that corner since you have been alive, but you didn't see it, like it just is noise as you're driving down the street, except that you said and thought, I want Mexican. And boom, there it was, right? So, what I want you to do is play around with these phrases right here before you get to the part about I don't know how. Okay. So you're going to build out your vision first of what it is that you want. I want you to practice with this and pick one thing from your list and then practice writing about that one thing from your list using your favorites from here. So I realize I'm not giving you, I'm just giving you kind of abstract information. But what you're doing is you're creating clarity that expresses what you want in a way that rings true for you. You will feel it true, it will sound right, and you will see it in your head as a done deal. Like Karen, you are going on that trip. It excites me. Oh, I love seeing myself in the line at the airport getting ready to board the plane for Fiji or wherever it is, right? This is how you're going to use to lift your energy around the things that you want. It excites me to think about laying on the beach. Give me, where are you going, Dana? Tell me the first place you're going because we're going to do this. Just pick one.
Sorry, I'm on mute. The first place I'm going, Iceland.
Ooh, Iceland. Wow. Okay, so I love knowing that my ideal trip to Iceland is, I'm going to make this up, coming in for me. I love how it feels when what? I love how it feels. I'm asking you.
Oh, I love how it feels when I get into the lagoon in Iceland.
Which lagoon?
I don't know. That's what I think. You swim in those lagoons out there and it's freezing
Oh,
cold and the water's warm. I don't know.
okay. You need to go and do more research
Right.
so that you can love how it feels when you get into the lagoon in the Bay of blah, blah, blah in Iceland, which I know absolutely nothing about.
Yes.
Okay. Which of these other phrases do you like? Which one pops up into like, ooh,
Mm, Probably like the I love knowing my ideal trip to Iceland is coming for me.
right. But we're not done. I want you to pick from the top, from up here. Okay. You got to pick from up here.
Oh, at the top. Okay, I'm
Uh-huh.
sorry.
Yeah. It excites me to
It
think.
excites me, probably.
Okay, what excites you? To think about. It excites me, or not to think about, what excites you?
I'm excited at the thought of going to Iceland this year.
Okay, it excites me to think about booking my ticket and preparing for the trip. Right? Like you want to build a story. This is what we're doing. We're building a whole story around your trip to Iceland, but we're using words that will pop it into your head. Okay? I love the idea of taking somebody with you,
Yes, taking the family.
taking my whole family with me to Iceland. And then, you can add things like, it was so easy to pay for all of us to go. Do y'all see what we're doing? Does everybody get where we're going here and how we're actually building a vision, right? So I'm excited at the thought of what, Karen? Dana.
I'm excited at the thought of spending the week. I don't even know. At the thought of exploring somewhere new. Like I need to do some more research. It's just been on my bucket list forever.
Okay, so here's what you need to do to really make this deeply important to you so that it becomes a real dream is to do that research so that like for example, you can go look up how much it costs the airfare, right? And look at what it go you can type in you can use chat or Google and you can say fun things to do in Iceland and
Mhm.
go find something that you want to do and you're like, wow, I'm excited at the thought of exploring blah 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 in Iceland. And you're going to fill that out and flesh it out so that it becomes more real and interesting and exciting for you, right? All right. And so then I love seeing myself, so this is where you actually put yourself in your head doing the thing. I love seeing myself grabbing those zip line, I'm making this up, grabbing those zip line bars and pushing off, going down the zip line, right? Like I love seeing myself. You want to see yourself doing it. So, and this is really important. I'm going to tell you a story about another leader in another company that I worked with. And she had envisioned everything about her winning this big award. She could see the dress that she was in. She could see herself coming out from the stage and walking up to the podium, right? She could feel the uh the sequins on her beautiful gold dress, like her vision, she had fleshed it out. And then at the end of her reading it to me, I said, where are you seeing this from? She said, I'm right there in the audience watching. I said, that's not where you need to be. You need to be on the stage looking at the audience, right? So this is where you want to really pay attention. And I think that once you guys get some experience playing around with this week, that you can bring your statements next week and I can look at them, right? If you want to be, if you want personalized attention, just let me know, right? Like I have never done this in a group setting, quite frankly. Oh, you're welcome, Demita. I've only worked one-on-one with people where we come up with a beautiful, amazing statement because I'm a co-writer. Like I have communication high and I love co-writing. And because I know this language, I can direct you rightly into making sure you have a good comprehensive vision that then you start to memorize. You start to think about it all the time, right? You see something about war going on over there, and you're like, I'm excited at the thought about going whatever, right? And you just keep yourself because this is the one of the first laws of manifestation. If we want to use that word, I like the word creation because I believe that we come from the creator to create. This is our job in life is to expand and create. And so you're born to be a creator. I mean, heck, you do more than create dinner at night, but at least you do that, right? All right, questions. Who's got something for me? Oh, I do need to give my Venmo. Somebody has my Venmo. I don't know how to get it up on the screen from here. I'll send it to you. But I'm here because Susan pulled me out of retirement. So I don't have anything set up barely, and I'm here because I get paid by you guys, right? On your joy and seeing you light up and hearing Demita tell me that it's working. And Dana to go, "Oh my gosh, this is what happened to me this week," right? That I work for joy and I will accept gifts. Hang on, I'm going to send Susan, I'm going to send you my thing if you don't mind, because I don't know how to get it up on the screen. Susan. All right, what kind of questions do y'all have? Hit me up so that we can get really clear because this is, it's not a one and done. This is something that you want to work on your whole life, right? 6408. Hold on. I think I can do this. I think I can tell y'all. Hold on. My husband had to set this up for me. It's, hold on. At Susan, if you can just like remember to put it in there each week, I can't remember this. Here I am. And this is no obligation. This is if you guys feel inspired. 6408. I think I have to put in my last four digits of my phone number. So anyway, I'm grateful. And as I said, I will work for joy. Susan knows this, right? I count it all good. So who has questions around this process that we're working through here today? I want to make sure that you can leave here and you can work on your own vision. Susan Cameron.
Susan Frank, are you at a place where you're writing this down, or are you just listening for right now, hon?
I'm in the car, but I copied and I got it saved what I need to be writing down.
Okay, awesome.
So yeah,
All right.
so is anybody sketching theirs out just briefly that you want to share with us? Anybody got some ideas? Frank, you got some ideas?
I just know I like to have fun. I think that's why I love when the company puts out trips. Like, come on, team, let's go have some fun. Like, see yourself on that trip. Let's
Yeah.
see what we need to get there. Like, and I'm number one belief, so it makes perfect sense because that's what I'm all about. Like, hey, let's just unite, help each other, and have a great time.
Yes, that trip, if you guys are wanting to win that trip, you want to create a vision statement like what we've done to Iceland. I'm teaching you beyond money and beyond partner co intentionally because you can use this process for every part of your life, right? So if you when you um when you fill in the blanks or you fill in the statement, where is the trip? Is it
Hey, there's a trip to Maui that's coming up in the spring, to
okay?
Maui, Hawaii.
And
And
people are
then the
still in the
next,
running, right?
yeah, and then Susan Cameron, where's the other trip? Morocco!
Morocco, riding camels. Humpback, humpback, humpback.
Wow.
And if you don't know Morocco, like look it up. I was like, oh, I thought they would go to Africa or something. And then I looked it up. I'm like, I better learn my geography.
It is. I know, me too. I was like, where is this?
It's okay. You can still go, even if you don't even realize you're going there anyway.
So
Well,
it
that's really
excites me
funny,
because
Susan. I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry,
That's
say
really
again.
funny, That's really funny because when I first signed in last year, I just got in on the tail end of Tahiti. So I got Tahiti fixated on my mind. So, like, I'm going to Tahiti and I'm going to go see that noni fruit. And I'm going to put
Oh,
my feet in the sand and I'm going to look at that noni fruit. I want to cut it open. I want to feel it. I want to look at it. I want to know everything about it because that product right there, goodness gracious, it's been around for over 30 something years. Like, that's incredible. I got to see it. So
Absolutely. And
that's mine.
congratulations to Demita. She's already got 2 people in for the Invite to Ignite promotion. Good, good. Did you already share all that with Demita? You probably did. But
no, she
good,
didn't
good
Uh,
know.
job. High five, girl.
Demita, how'd you invite them?
I sent out those scripts. I just started contacting my preferred people, and I'm like, "Hey, girl, this is the right time." And they just opened up free shipping today too, so it's a win-win deal. Free sign up, free shipping. Let's do this. And so they're like, "What do I got to do?" So I just kind of went through the process and the steps, and they're like, "Okay." So I got several more on my radar I'm sending out tonight.
And and I love that Demita because Demita is the script queen. You give Demita a script, she does it. And this whole business for us, you guys, has been built on scripts, like plugging in and kind of doing the same thing. And I love Rhonda was talking to me on Marco Polo last night, and you can do this process for anything. Like if you're in a relationship with a best friend that seems like it's going kind of sideways, you can write what that ideal friendship would be like, right? Or the ideal friendship for a different best friend, like whatever it is that you can apply this. So Rhonda and I went through and kind of did this for my business and got really clear on what it is that I really want. So it'll be fun to hear y'all share these.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. So, what kind of questions around? Oh, you're welcome, Brandon. What kind of questions, though, around this process? Because I want you guys to go home and really, or you're already home, but I want you to get off this call and really start to get clear in your quiet time. You need quiet time. Communication doesn't like quiet time, but we need it. Davida, you have communication high? I'm asking. This is why you're the script queen. Is that in your top profile, communication?
Yes, I believe it is. I put it in the chat a while ago.
Oh, did you? Oh, yes,
Yes,
you did.
it's my fourth one down.
Yes, this is why you love scripts. And so you're great at serving other people with your scripts, right? You share your scripts with other people.
I do. I
Yeah.
try.
Yeah. So that's it. People who do not have high, listen, if you do not have communication in your top 10, you need to trust Demita's scripts because she has communication high. Does that make sense? This is how we lean on one another as team, right? Hey, how about I want to know how the third party three-way calls are going. Who has increased their three-way calls? They're going to fire me for sure.
We got, yeah, we doing all the good Philly stuff. We got to do the fundamentals. That's
You
right.
do?
Everybody. Michelle reached out to me today and said, "Hey, I want your schedule for tomorrow and Thursday." So she's getting her 3-way calls lined up for sure. And she got a new brand partner, and we're doing 3-way calls with her. So yeah, they're doing them.
Okay, here's a phrase. Here's something I'm going to give you. Um, if you were to book, like Michelle wanted to know what Susan's schedule was for Tuesday and Thursday or whenever it was, right? If you book Susan or any other upline for a three-way call, but you don't have anybody yet, I don't know how I get somebody on that three-way call. I only know that I do. Why was it so easy to get somebody on that call? Why was it so easy? You put that in the past tense, right? Initially, it's I don't know how to get somebody on that three-way. So set a goal for yourself and build a statement, a vision statement to make it easy for yourself, right? So it starts with I don't know how. I don't know how I'm able to, right? And then um, I only know that I do now. You're bringing the future forward this way. And then you put it in the past tense. Why was it so easy for me to? Now, these phrases here are at the bottom of what we did tonight. Right, Dana? So Dana is going to Iceland. And so we worked out some of the details about that. And then at the end of that part of the statement, which is the exciting part, you build in the I don't know how I'm able to pull it off. Suzanne, I don't know how I'm able to make such an amazing impact in Utah. I don't know how. I only know that I do now. Why was it so easy for me to create Utah as a breakout state? You see how we're doing this, how we can do this? So you same thing. I don't know how I'm able to get three people on a three-way call this week. I only know that I do now. Why was it so easy for me to get three people on that three-way call this week? Why did it work out so perfectly? Do you see how we can do this? It is repetition is the teacher. So once you get it right, where it feels right in your body and right in your mind and right according to your natural wiring, which is your strengths finder, right? Your strengths finder assessment results, that's when it all comes together and it just all happens. It happens. Things fall in your lap. They fall out of the sky. People just suddenly drop it. How many times have you heard that phrase? It just dropped out of the dropped in my lap. I don't know. I don't know how it happened. It just dropped. They just dropped in my lap. Build that in. Doesn't that excite you to think about people just dropping in your lap? But repetition is the teacher. So you want to over and over say these phrases. Once you get it right, it feels right in your body. It sounds right in your head. You see it in your head. You see yourself going down that gate jetway, Dana, to get to on that. You see Iceland on the board, right? This is why they had you do those vision boards. They were hoping that that thing popped into your head so you would go chase after it. But what was missing was the language behind it. You were supposed to look at that board and then that was your inspiration. And it was for exactly 3 weeks. And it didn't sustain you because you didn't have anything to continue to repeat in the life and death is in the power of the tongue to give your tongue wagging in your head life. That's what we're doing. All right, who has learned? Let's see, y'all didn't learn anything about your strengths finder this week, or so you told me. Who's having trouble this week? What kind of issue are you having? And let's solve it. Who wants to get on the hot seat? I've had Suzanne and Dana. Who's next? Margaret, you're dying to get on here. I can tell. Come on, open up.
Hey Rhonda, how are
Hey,
you?
I'm good.
Good.
What you got?
I do have a little issue with opening up to people and approaching them because I want to feel like I have everything in order, that I'm kind of an expert on what I'm going to speak to them about. I don't want to look dumb, I guess, or silly.
So, what are your
So,
talents? Tell me your talents.
you just want the top five or the
No, keep going. Go all of them.
okay.
10, up to
Um,
10.
One, empathy, developer, includer, positivity, communication, adaptability, harmony, relator,
Okay, slow down.
responsibility.
Positivity, communication. What's after that?
Adaptability,
Okay. What else?
harmony,
Uh-huh.
relator,
Okay.
responsibility, and connectedness.
And then where is learner? I'm sorry, where is input for you?
Input is 22,
Okay, so that's not it. Um, where is maximizer for you?
24.
All right, so that's not it. So I'm trying to figure out, I'm looking to try to figure out which of your talents is demanding that you be an expert.
Yeah,
So is it
I don't know if it's responsibility. I don't know that I
it
feel like I,
probably is your responsibility. You feel responsible for sharing all of the information, every
yeah,
bit of it right now.
not misleading people or anything like that.
Well, sure, but is is it possible for you to use language like I'm new at this or I'm not sure. Let me check. Here's magic words. Let me give you
Right.
some magic words
Okay.
so that you are okay with not knowing. Okay, when they ask you something or whatever, the
Mm,
language that you can use is I don't know, but let me check and get back with you.
okay.
Right? This gets you off the hook immediately, and then your responsibility will kick in and we'll go and find out the answer and get back with them.
Okay.
How does that feel?
That feels like something that's very doable and that I could do.
I think the other thing for you is your developer wants to develop people, you want to develop relationships, and you're feeling a little uncertain about certain pieces of it that you can't develop with these people, right? Like that
Yeah.
could be like your developer stepping in and going, "Hey, you don't know enough to develop these people yet," right? How long have
Right.
you
Yeah.
been in?
Like 7 months.
Okay,
I
and
mean,
then
long enough to know.
well, yeah, long enough to know and long enough to be able to what I want you to feel instead is that this is the small stuff.
Okay.
Like
Don't
don't
sweat it.
sweat the small stuff.
Yeah.
The fact that you don't know every single thing to know, this is why you have an upline.
Right.
Right? So I don't know, I'll check and get back with you is good language that lets you off the hook. Wow, I don't know. What a great question. But let me check on that and I'll get back with you. Lets you off the immediate hook, right? In that moment. And then your developer is the one that could potentially be. And so the other thing too is that are you guarding yourself, your empathy? Are you protecting your energy before you go into these conversations at all?
I hadn't really thought about that, but it's a possibility. Yeah.
So empathy can misread the room
Yeah.
because you absorb everything. Like you are so open, your energy pathways are like your arms akimbo all the time. And you don't even know that
Hmm.
you're doing it. Like
Yeah.
you don't even know that you're doing this. And you're just, and I've said it before, we will suck the life out of you. The rest of us will, right? So protecting your energy is going to be really important so that you read the room rightly.
Right. I do feel like
Because
sometimes I have counselor or tell me your problems written on my forehead because I feel like everybody, people I don't know will open up to me about things that I don't need to know, I guess. But
right. So that is exactly what you're so open and approachable. This is a beautiful gift that you have. What you
Mm,
need to learn how to do is to manage it. So that
okay.
when, like, some ways to manage it, tapping, I think we've talked about tapping here. Have we
Hmm.
talked about that? Do y'all know about that?
Yeah, I'm
Tapping
certain.
to reclaim, yes, and I can send y'all a video
Yeah.
about that from the guy who created it, the method. But the other thing too is, like, you've got to shake off, like if you're going appointment to appointment, you've got to get rid of the energy from that last appointment. You got to
Hmm.
shake it off, go wash your hands,
Okay.
create a practice for yourself where you reclaim it, just words. I don't know how. Y'all know I'm going to use, I don't know how I reclaim all of my energy and keep it close to my own body, because you're just like this.
Hmm.
You
Yep.
wake up in the morning like this and you don't ever reclaim your energy. And that's what I need for you to do in order
Okay.
to read the room rightly.
Okay.
Okay. And then, it's like you don't know everything, and be okay with that.
Right.
I don't know how I don't know, but I don't know how I know. I go find out. Y'all see, I'm stuck on this. I don't know now. But
Wow,
this
we'll
is
write
how
things.
we, like, it's really, it's, and one of the other things I'm going to say about your includer talent,
Hmm.
includer notices the outsiders. And I just want
Yeah.
to thank you. And you go bring them in. This is what you're doing.
Hmm.
You bring them in, right?
Yeah.
And so thank you so much, because I'm not going to go get them. That's the first thing I want to do, is thank you for doing that. However, I will say that you may want to limit your including. Like,
Hmm.
you may want to put a number that you are only able to, like, because you were going to go pick up, you know. Did I tell y'all the story about the this is so funny. I have to tell this story about includer. I was at this training that I did, and at the end, I'm like, "So what'd you learn?" And this lady raised her hand and she said, "My grandpa had includer. He's not with us anymore, but I know he had includer." I'm like, "Why?" He said, "Because he was always picking up anybody from town and bringing them to Thanksgiving. Like, we always had strangers at Thanksgiving." And one day he brought this woman in who was a prostitute, and he had no
Oh.
idea. Like, he didn't know. He was just including everybody, right? So includers can be, you may want to learn how to be prudent about who you're including, right? Because you
Hmm.
want to include everyone. It is in your nature to include everyone, and your developer is wanting to develop them. So we've talked before about how to put people on the back burner. If they're really not ready, you keep after them. They do this big of a step when they needed to do this, and they,
Hmm.
how to put them on the back burner. So you may want to develop some rules around your includer, that you can only bring 3 total strangers in at one time. I can only work with 3 strangers at a time. You know what I mean? Because that way you are you're including prudently, if I can use that word. I know that's a
Hmm.
weird word to use, right? But it's tempering your includer. Does
Right.
that resonate at all?
It does. Yeah.
Okay, so you over feeling stupid? Because you're
I
not,
don't that
right?
I don't think that I am, no, but I don't know, I just get nervous that I'm gonna mess things up or something. So
Yeah, you can't. You cannot. Listen, the people that are for you are waiting on you to show up,
right.
and they are for you. And the people who you do not bring in are not for you. They're for somebody else
Right.
to bring in somewhere else down the road. And that's just the bless and release of, you know what I'm saying? Just accepting whatever it is and not putting judgment around it. This is what you're doing. You're putting judgment around, like, if I fail, oh my gosh, what if I say the wrong thing? This is your communication scared.
Right.
That's what's scared, is that the wrong words are going to come out of your mouth, right? And then you have
Correct.
this
Yeah.
empathy and harmony that you're trying to balance all the time. Your feet, you've got the feels and you want it to be harmonious. Otherwise, the feels get wigged out, right?
Right. Yeah.
So, this is what's kind of going on in your body. So, when you feel that, name it, observe it, become an observer of it instead of letting it jack you up.
Right.
Is that these are the things I think you ought to consider thinking about through this week.
Okay. I certainly will.
And observe, just
I
observe
will.
yourself, analyze, your developer. Those of you with developer, you half the room here has developer. Y'all need to be analyzing the people that are that you're working hard to develop that are not fulfilling their end of the bargain, right? They're not doing what they said they were going to do, because
Hmm.
that's someone who you need to pick up and move right here to the back burner. Don't you
Don't
keep them
forget them.
in
Just
your
right.
life,
Yeah. Yeah.
huh?
I said, don't forget them, but just like
They're
push them
not
off to the
ready. They're giving you
right.
not
Yeah.
ready signals.
Right.
And
Yeah.
the answer to that is to move them here so you can go get more to develop, because there's more people out there that need you.
Right.
So, is that helpful?
Very. Yes. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Who else needs to pop up here? Anybody else? Melissa, how are you doing? You have includer number one. I remember these things. You want to pop in for a minute? How's your includer doing?
It is doing my thing that I
Yes.
was supposed to get out and start doing things, and I haven't yet. So,
Okay. So, how can we help you get out there and do the do? Because I know that what we talked about before, you have woo and includer, correct?
not woo, no.
No. Woo, includer you have for sure. Your
Yes,
job is to go gather people up.
it is.
Tell me your talents again. Includer, I
Um,
remember, is number one, right?
yes. Oh my goodness, I don't have them on me right now.
Okay. So you're ready to get out of the house, or are you?
Yes.
You are. Okay. So what sounds, um, I love the idea of getting out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
What do you love about that?
I love getting out to be able to go meet people.
Right. Okay. So it excites me. What is it about that?
That I could meet some people that would be great in business.
So yes, that is what you want, but we've got to get you out first, right? I think I think that what you may need is to get out and have some fun and just mingle and meet new people without thinking I have to get them into the business. Right? I
True.
think
Yep.
you need new people in your life. You need new energy in your life, right?
Yes, I do. Yep.
Yeah. So what we had talked about a few weeks ago was finding places for you to research so that you could get out and about, right? Have you been able to do any of that?
I took my son with to go out to one of them, and there was just so many people, so we didn't quite know where to go. So it kind of
Yeah,
didn't work.
those first forays, like they may be awkward.
Yeah.
So I get that. Um, I really do understand that. So what have you looked at meetup.com? Because that's the place where you get, it's not like a free for all networking event, but it's
Yeah.
very specific. Like this is a hiking group, or this is a wine tasting group, or this is a You know what I'm saying? Like you're looking for people who are like you. When you go into a situation like that, I can only imagine the overwhelm you felt.
Yeah.
Okay, so to avoid that is to find spaces that are more comfortable for you. Have you thought about a church, a Bible study, or something like that?
No, we've been going to church, but it is like big and overwhelming, and people, yes, just kind of come and go. But I should see if they have like any Bible studies, smaller group things.
Well, what about a smaller church, even? Like any church will have you in their Bible study. You don't have to be a member,
True.
right?
Yeah.
So maybe there are other people. Maybe in your community, you just put something out like who has a Bible study coming up? I don't know. I'm making it up, right?
Okay. Yeah.
But that way you get input, right? Who has a class on, like if there are message boards inside of whatever, wherever you are, your town, those are all over Facebook, right?
Right.
But you were here for the first part of our call where it's learning and development and adventures and experiences and giving and
Yes.
contribution. Okay, so where can you volunteer?
Hmm. I have no idea. I'm in a new community. I'll have to look.
Right? That's your job right now, I think, is to really just learn about your new community. Where are you now?
Florida.
Okay. So, let's see. Let's go back to our language, right? So, I love the idea of we'll start simply. I love the idea of getting to know my new community. Does that sound
Yes.
so what do you love about that idea?
Um, just that I love learning, yeah, about the people, the community, what things happen here, how it's different, how it's the same.
Yeah. So I love the idea of learning new things about my community and finding out where the this is and where the that is, whatever it is on your list. You have to go look at your list. Like where I love the idea of finding a new place to volunteer.
Mm-hmm.
I love thinking about a new class that I can take at the community college. Do you have learner in your profile? I remember includer, and that's all I'm remembering right now.
No, I have the first five. It's includer, positivity, futuristic, significance, and belief.
Okay. Okay. So do you meditate easily with your futuristic?
Hmm. No, I was going to start doing that more this year.
Okay, because futuristic can see things 5, 10, 20 years into the future. The rest of us think you've lost your mind, but you do see things.
Yeah.
So I think you spending time in your mind about the things you want to do in your new community will be helpful to you.
Okay.
Like where's the library? Where is the town city hall? Where are the churches? How long have you lived there?
Almost a year already.
Okay. But things have been crazy, right? So there's no judgment around that. I
Yeah.
just wanted to note it so that I have some perspective. So we have we've just got to find you places where you can go and live your gifts
Mm-hmm.
because you have so much to offer. Like your significance wants to make an impact in the world. So the really exploring around giving and contribution, that part for you is going to tap into your significance
Okay.
so that you can um, really start to see where you want to make an impact. And guess what? You're probably going to get it wrong at first. Just like when you went to this networking event and you were overwhelmed, you got it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
right? It wasn't the right environment for you. So it's just a matter of like, if you think about your experience as a prism, right? Like a beautiful jeweled prism, all you need to do, you still need to go out, right, Melissa? You need to go and learn about your community. So just turn that prism just a little bit and go explore another little part of it, right?
Right.
Maybe you decide something like, I'm making it up, maybe you decide to, and notice that that's one of our statements. I have decided that. I have decided. Maybe you decide to go and visit a new coffee shop every day for 2 weeks and let that be your commitment. No, nothing beyond that. Besides, I'm going to go to a new coffee shop and explore this area and that area and this area. So, or, challenge yourself to go find, are you on the beach?
No, about a half hour.
But you have what?
It's about a half an hour away, so I
Half
could
an hour
do.
away. Well, yeah, you could like, but I'm trying to give you things like, that match your interest,
Yeah.
right? Maybe you find a place to volunteer for 1 month, right? What I sense, thank you, Demita. What I sense in you, I have no way of knowing if I'm right or not, is that there's a reluctance because you want to get it right. And I